Hello, welcome to Shareability Uganda. My name is Kaziba Pius. Today we shall look at harvesting under our general topic, growing crops. What is harvesting? We shall discuss what is harvesting, why and how we need harvesting. Well, harvesting is the process of gathering a ripe or mature crop from the fields. Crops that need to be harvested regularly must be picked as soon as their fruits turn ripe. This is especially important because the fruit of these crops will rot or will overmature to the point that they get rough or lose their flavor. Let us take an example like a maize crop. When a maize crop is left to stay for a long period after it has matured, if it is left to stay for a long period in the garden, the seeds will become very hard and the flavor will also be lost, and therefore it cannot be consumed by roasting or by boiling. So it needs to be harvested at the right time. That is the reason as to why we need to harvest. Tools used in harvesting. In the picture below we have a sickle. A sickle is normally used to harvest rice on rice fields manually using hands. We have a harvesting knife. This is normally used to harvest broccoli, like in the picture below, and other vegetables like cabbage, like spinach. We use a harvesting knife. We have another garden tool, which we call a garden shears. Garden shears can be used to harvest crops like maize, sorghum, and so on and so on. On a large scale farms, we people use harvesters. Harvesters are big vehicles that are used on large scale farm production. They are used to harvest rice, they are used to harvest crops like sunflower for factory production. Food preservation. Food preservation refers to any number of methods or any methods used by people to preserve food or to keep food from spoilage after harvest or after slaughter for long-term storage. And any of a number of methods by which food is kept from spoilage after harvest or slaughter for long-term storage. Like for example, after we have harvested our crops, but we can't consume the amount we have harvested, so we need to keep some amount for later consumption. So we need to preserve that food for later consumption. So we need methods of preserving that food. One of the methods that we can use to preserve food is chilling. Chilling is the method of keeping food in fridge or any freezing machine for a certain period of time. This type of food preservation is kept under freezing machines between 2 to 8 degrees to keep the food okay. And then we have another method called salting. Salting has two methods. We have dry curing, where you apply salt to the food, such as meat, and leave it to draw out the water. And then we have another salting practice, which we call wet curing. It is also known as brine, where you mix salt with water and add the food to the liquid to preserve it. Those are basically the methods of food preservation. We have storage, where we store our seeds or our foods. Storage is affected by a number of pests and rodents or diseases. One of them is the green moth, which we can look at as in the picture below. This is a very deadly pest. It attacks the seeds during storage and it will eat the foodstuff in the seeds, therefore rendering the seeds useless and cannot be eaten well and also cannot be planted. We have other seed pests like the bean weevil. The bean weevil is also another deadly pest that attacks the seeds during storage. Let us look at types of food stores. We have store buildings, we have drums, we have cans, we have underground grain storage pits, bags and sacks. These are types of stores where we can keep our our crops after we have harvested them. And lastly, let us look at qualities of a good store. A good store should be easy to clean. A good store should not be very complex, should be very easy to clean. It should provide protection from rodents and other pests like the pests we have looked at in the previous slides. The food store should be very organized in that rodents should not easily attack it and eat our seeds or the crops we have kept there. It should be waterproof and moisture proof. See, when foods are kept in areas where there is a lot of moisture, where water can easily drop in, it will cause these foods to rot and therefore we lose them because we cannot consume or we cannot plant rotten seeds or eat rotten crops. Thanks for watching, thanks for staying around, thanks for the many ways you've tried to support Shareability Uganda. I remain Kaziba Pius. Please, if you're new to this channel, subscribe so that you may be notified when new videos are uploaded. May God bless you.